All right. So I promised you on Twitter this morning a special announcement before we start. If you can you see this up here? This is called the core of the Arrow-Debreu economy. That's an inside joke for economists. It's something that you learn in graduate school about the core of the economy. This here is an honest-to-God bronze apple core. The core was made in 1979 when I was a graduate student, and it is a trophy that goes back and forth between Stanford and Berkeley economics departments, depending upon which team wins the Little Big Game. Traditionally, the Little Big Game was a football game that was played on the day before the Big Game, which this year, of course, would be this Friday, November 21st. But because of various things, the Little Big Game has been shifted over the years to a week or 2 weeks before Big Game Week. And so this year, Little Big Game was played a couple weeks ago on Friday, November 7th. And as a way of presaging what's going to happen this Saturday, Berkeley economics won back the core at the Little Big Game. Go Bears. So the econ department of Berkeley beat the Stanford department, economics, I did that wrong. The Berkeley economics department, there we go, graduate students beat the Stanford economics department graduate students and won back the core, which was created by friends of mine 30-some years ago. I don't know if it's a perfect correlation, but I think there's a pretty strong correlation between when we win the core and when we win the X. So I'm predicting we're going to win the X. There you go. That's my prediction. So I'll see you. I hope I see. Well, you'll see me. I'll be there on Saturday. I'm one of the faculty getting introduced on the field on Saturday, so I'll wave at y'all, wave back at me. It should be. I think it's. I mean, if you watch the Stanford game over the weekend, we got it made. Now, Connie, in the meantime, this is Big Game Week. So what color do we not wear during Big Game Week? Red. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Just as a reminder, not a good color this week. All right, here we go. So today we do the international part. Lots of material. I sent you some email last week, so it's hopefully review. And in fact, let's check and see if it's a review by doing a couple reading checks to get started. First one. What happens as a result of a drop in foreign income? So if income in Europe or Japan or China or any place outside the U.S., if there's a drop in foreign income, what happens? A, U.S. exports rise. B, U.S. exports fall. C, U.S. imports rise. D, U.S. imports fall. Or more than one answer is correct. A, B, C, D, or E. Oh, I can't choose red this week. All right. I'm just going to keep the core there and look at you through the core. It's even been stolen. There have been times when we've had it and the Stanford graduate students have come and stolen it. 3 weeks, no. 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Ooh, the longer I gave you, the more wrong you got, the wronger you got. So you were on a good track there for a long time. And the last time I looked at this, I had 71% that clicked in with answer B. But then by the time we finished, that had fallen to 45%. So I don't know what happened. But if foreign income goes down, then people in other countries have less income. They're not going to buy as much stuff. Some of that stuff they would have bought would have been produced in the United States. That means exports from the United States would go down. Next one. What happens as a result of an increase in U.S. income? Same options. A, U.S. exports rise. B, U.S. exports fall. Whoops, wait a minute. There, sorry. C, U.S. imports rise. D, U.S. imports fall. Or E, more than one answer is correct. A, B, C, D, or E. 3 seconds. Maybe 4. 1, 2, and 3. If people in the U.S. have less income, we buy less stuff. Some of that stuff we would have been produced in other countries. And so as a result, oh, sorry, my bad. Increase. And so, I forgot what was on the slide. There we go. Sorry. And so as a result of the increase in U.S. income, if we have higher income in the U.S., we're going to buy more stuff. Some of the stuff we're going to buy will have been produced in other countries. What did we get this on? 84%, who just groaned at me because I had it upside down. Good. All right. So what have we done? We've been looking at the determinants of aggregate demand because aggregate demand determines output. Output determines how many people have jobs. How many people have jobs determines how many people don't have jobs, and that's our ultimate question. We've looked at consumption. We've looked at investment. We've looked at government. Today we look at net exports, which is the difference between exports and imports. Net exports depend upon exchange rates, and they depend upon the health of the world's economy. So here we go. Exports. Definition of exports, which we already know. Exports are goods and services produced in the United States. Goods and services produced in the United States and sold to households, businesses, and government agencies in the rest of the world. So goods and services produced in the U.S. and sold to residents, be those households, governments, or businesses in other countries. Those are exports. Imports, as we know, imports are goods and services produced in other countries and sold to households, businesses, governments in the U.S. So imports, goods and services produced abroad and sold to households, businesses, government agencies here in the U.S. What do these things depend upon? Well, exports, we just saw. Exports depends upon foreign income. One important determinant of exports is how well the other economies are doing. And as we saw in the clicker question, an increase in foreign income, let's say income sub foreign, leads to an increase in U.S. exports because people in other countries have more income. They buy more stuff. Some of the stuff they're buying was produced in the United States, thus increasing our exports. Flip it over. A decrease in foreign income would lead to a decrease in our exports. Imports, as we saw when we talked about the multiplier, imports depend upon domestic income, that is to say income in the U.S. So if there is, for instance, an increase in income in the U.S., that's going to lead to an increase in imports. Higher income, more things are being purchased. Some of those things that are being purchased were produced in other countries, thus an increase in imports. So that's the easy part, that exports and imports depend upon foreign income for exports and domestic income for imports. The more difficult part comes with thinking about exchange rates, because exchange rates also matter and are therefore also one of the determinants of exports and imports. What I'm going to do on this slide is I'm going to write the summary of what I'm going to develop over the next 20 minutes. Right? So don't expect to necessarily, if you haven't done the reading, don't expect to necessarily understand what I'm about to write down. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to unpack it, but I want to write it here so that you all get it on your notes in some place. So suppose, for instance, there's an increase in the price of foreign currency. That's the same thing as saying that there's an increase in the number of dollars that it takes, let me put my glasses on, to buy each unit of foreign currency. So it's $1.50 per euro instead of $1.20, for instance. An increase in the price of foreign currency, more dollars per unit of foreign currency, means there's going to be a decrease in the cost of U.S. exports. People in other countries are now getting more dollars for each of their units of foreign currency, so it doesn't take as much foreign currency for them to accumulate the same number of dollars. That decreases the cost in their home currency of a good or a service produced in the United States. And downward sloping demand curves. As we know, when the cost of something goes down, it's going to increase purchases. So an increase in the price of foreign currency for reasons we're going to unpack over the next 20 minutes. An increase in the price of foreign currency, which is to say more dollars per unit of foreign currency, lowers the cost of U.S. exports to people in other countries, and they're going to buy more of our stuff. It's going to increase our exports. Imports as well depend upon exchange rates. Again, suppose there's an increase in the price of foreign currency, which again means more dollars per unit of foreign currency. So $1.50 to buy each euro instead of $1.20 to buy each euro. as it takes more dollars to buy more euros, that's going to increase the cost to people in America of imports from other countries. So if it takes us $1.50 for each euro instead of $1.20 for each euro, it's going to take us more dollars to accumulate, say, 10 euros or 100 euros, whatever the price of the item is. And as things become more expensive, we buy less of them, and so that increase in the cost of imports is going to lower the quantity of imports. That's sort of the summary. First, now let's unpack it. So what I want you to do is to think about yogurt. We use dollars to buy lots of things. So we use dollars to buy yogurt. We can go over to Yogurt Cart, get ourselves a 6-ounce cup of chocolate-flavored frozen yogurt. Costs about $3, I think, at 85 cents thereabouts, so we'll take around $4 over, leave a little tip. We use dollars to buy yogurt. We use dollars to buy pens. We use dollars to buy clothing. We use dollars to buy tuition. We use dollars to buy shoes and clickers and notepads and anything else I can see that you all have right now. We use dollars to buy those things. We also can use dollars to buy euros. In the same sense in which we use dollars to buy yogurt, we can use dollars to buy euros. If I want to buy a euro coin, I can go out and I can buy a euro coin from somebody by giving them some dollars, and they'll give me a euro coin. It's exactly the same as me going over to Yogurt Cart, giving them some dollars, and they'll give me a cup of yogurt. Or I could go out and I could buy some Japanese yen, take some dollars over, give them to somebody who has some Japanese yen. They'll take my dollars. I'll take their Japanese yen. It's exactly the same as me going over to Yogurt Cart, giving them some dollars. They'll give me some yogurt. I have the yogurt. They have the dollars. Or I could take my dollars. I could buy Mexican pesos. I could go and find somebody who was selling pesos, and I could offer to give them my dollars. Do you guys have a question? Oh, what does he have? Where from? Yugoslavia. So there's an example. That's absolutely fabulous. Yay, we have a physical example. Okay, not only on the screen, but also in the pocket, we've got foreign currency, right? So if somebody wanted to buy the foreign currency, how much is that worth? Probably 100 whatever the currency is of Yugoslavia. Yeah. Do we know how much that's worth? No. So you wouldn't want to just necessarily walk up and pay $100 for that 100 Yugoslav note, right? You want to have some sense of what's the price of that currency. In the same sense, you wouldn't want to go to Yogurt Cart and just plop down $100 to get a cup of yogurt. You want to have some sense of what the market is paying, what people are standardly paying for a cup of yogurt. Same thing with foreign currency as you would have with yogurt. That you are going to go, you're going to buy it. I could buy it. I don't have any cash on me, so I can't buy it. But you could go, you could buy it, you'd sell it, and you'd be doing a trade exactly parallel to what we would do with yogurt. Great example. Thank you. So in the same sense in which you think about the price of yogurt as being the number of dollars that you trade for one cup of yogurt, I want you to think about the price of a foreign currency as being the number of dollars you trade for one unit of the foreign currency. The price of yogurt, $3.85, is the number of dollars that we trade for one cup of yogurt. The price of any foreign currency is the number of dollars we trade for one unit of that foreign currency. By the way, it's not your eyes, but there is a weird little shadow on the screen today, so don't call your optometrist. Call the AV people. All right, so for instance, suppose that we looked it up and we found out that right now you could trade 116.45 Japanese yen, and that Y with two bars through it is the sign for yen, 116.45 Japanese yen for $1. Well, if I want to figure out the price of $1, I'm just going to take and I'm going to divide both of these things by 116.45, and I get that the price of 1 yen, I misspoke, the price of 1 yen is $0.0086 for 1 yen. So if 116.45 yen trade for $1, it's a ratio, flip it over, take the reciprocal. The price of 1 yen is $0.0086 for that yen, less than a penny. Or if we find out that 0.8 euros trade for $1, take that ratio, flip it over, we find that the price of each euro is $1.25. So the symbol for the euro, it's supposed to be an E with a couple of lines through it. It looks kind of like a C with a couple of lines through it, but there you go. 0.8 euros for $1 is the same thing as saying the price of 1 euro is $1.25. Right now, 13.5 Mexican peso for $1. Take that ratio, 13.5 to 1, take the reciprocal, and what we get, the price of 1 peso is $0.074 per peso. The price of one unit of foreign currency is no different conceptually than the price of yogurt. It's the number of dollars that we give up to buy one of something else. The price of yogurt is the number of dollars we give up to buy one cup of yogurt. The price of euros is how many dollars we give up to buy 1 euro, right now $1.25. The price of pesos is how many dollars we give up to buy 1 peso, right now 7.4 cents, $0.074. Price of foreign currency is conceptually no different than the price of anything else. These prices of foreign currency, also called exchange rates, so the price of foreign currency, also known as exchange rate, these things affect exports and imports. We saw that on my little summary slide. Let me give you a little more background. Think about how much you pay in dollars to buy some imported good. So let's go back to our French wine. Suppose that there's a bottle of French wine, and that bottle of French wine is a 10 euro bottle of wine. So it costs 10 euros to buy that bottle of French wine. If I'm paying $1.25 for each euro, then the cost in dollars is the 10 euros times the $1.25 for each euro, or $12.50. A 10 euro bottle of wine costs me $12.50 if it costs me $1.25 for each euro. If instead the exchange rate changes, I have to avoid red today. Suppose that the price of the euro, suppose that it's, say, $1.40. If instead of paying only $1.25 for each euro, I have to pay $1.40 for each euro, then the cost in dollars of this same item is the 10 euros for the bottle of wine times $1.40 for each euro, or $14 for that same bottle of wine. When the exchange rate, that is to say the price of foreign currency, when the exchange rate changes, it changes how much it costs me and you to buy imported goods and services. When the price of foreign currency goes up, it takes more dollars to buy the same foreign good. The price of foreign currency goes up, it increased the cost of imports. That's what we saw on the previous slide. We had that the increase in the price of foreign currency led to an increase in the cost of imports to people in the United States. It's going to take more dollars to buy the same foreign good or service, the same imported good or service. From the perspective of somebody who's holding euros and wanting to get dollars, so you think about somebody who's coming to San Francisco and needs to have $200 for a hotel room in San Francisco. If they can get $1.40 for each of their euros instead of $1.25 for each of their euros, it takes fewer euros to accumulate $200. And so that increase in the price of foreign currency also decreases the cost of exports, the cost of goods and services produced in the United States and sold to people in other countries, from the perspective of the folks in the other countries. So the $200 for the room is not changing. It's just that if the price of the euro goes up from $1.25 to $1.40, it takes fewer euros to accumulate that same $200. So the interesting question then is, I mentioned the markets, that we wouldn't want to pay more than what the market says is a reasonable amount to pay for that 100 Yugoslav note. So we need to look at how the market determines the equilibrium price. Well, you've done demand and supply. Let's go back and look at yogurt. So if we look at yogurt, we'd have the market for yogurt. Let me be more complete. This is going to be the market where dollars are traded for, I'm running out of space, I'm just going to Y for yogurt. The market where dollars are traded for yogurt. Just got a Y up there to stand for yogurt. We've done this. We put the price of yogurt on the vertical axis, the quantity of yogurt on the horizontal axis. We draw a downward sloping demand curve, the demand for yogurt. And we know that's people with dollars who want yogurt. I'm out of space, I'm just going to put a Y for yogurt. The demand for yogurt, that's people who currently have dollars who want to trade those dollars for yogurt. And then an upward sloping supply of yogurt. And we know that's people or businesses with yogurt. I'm out of space, I'll just put the Y. People with yogurt who want dollars. Yogurt part doesn't want to keep all that yogurt. They want to get rid of it. They want to trade that yogurt for dollars. And we know that supply and demand intersect or interact and give us the equilibrium price. I'll call it P star, the equilibrium price of yogurt, and an equilibrium quantity, Q star of yogurt. We're good with yogurt, right? We can do supply and demand of yogurt in our sleep. Increase in demand increases the price. Increase in supply decreases the price. Decrease in demand decreases the price. Whatever the other one is that I didn't do yet changes the price in whatever direction I didn't do yet. We're good with this. It's absolutely no different looking at yogurt than it is looking at the market for foreign currency. Suppose that instead of looking at the market where dollars are traded for yogurt, let's look at the market where dollars are traded for yen. Gee, I'm still out of space, but I know that the symbol for yen is to just take a Y and put two lines through it. So let's look at the market where dollars are traded for yen. We put the price of yen on the vertical axis and the quantity of yen on the horizontal axis. We'd have some downward sloping demand curve for yen, and that would be people with dollars who want to trade those dollars for yen, the currency of Japan. The upward sloping supply curve for yen would be people who are currently holding Japanese yen who would like to trade those yen for dollars. Can't spend a Yugoslav note in Berkeley. Probably want to trade it for dollars so you can spend it. The intersection of those two is going to give us an equilibrium price of yen and equilibrium quantity of yen traded. No conceptual difference between looking at the market for yogurt and looking at the market for yen. The only difference is whether you have two horizontal lines through your Y. That's it. That's the only difference. It's exactly the same to look at one versus the other. And so we already know the effect of an increase in demand or effect of the increase in supply. More generally, we'll just call it the price of foreign currency, so I don't have to specify if I'm talking about yen or pesos or euros or whatever. We'll just call it foreign currency, FX for foreign currency or foreign exchange, versus the quantity of foreign currency. Some initial downward sloping demand curve, D1, upward sloping supply curve, S1. Find your initial equilibrium. Mark the price, P1. You can mark the equilibrium quantity if you want to, but none of our stories depend upon what happens to equilibrium quantities, and so we don't really care. The only people who really care about the equilibrium quantities in these markets are currency traders, whose income depends upon the commission they make from trading currency. Suppose then that there is some increase in the demand for foreign currency. At every possible price, there's a shift to the right of the demand curve that leads to an increase in equilibrium in the price of foreign currency. So an increase in the demand for foreign currency, all else constant, leads to an increase in the price of foreign currency. Exact same thing we would have had if we talked about yogurt. Yogurt, yen, it's all the same. Let's look at the effect of an increase in supply. Price of foreign currency on the vertical, quantity of foreign currency on the horizontal, initial downward sloping demand curve, D1, initial upward sloping supply curve, S1. Find your initial equilibrium, P1. You can mark the quantity if you want to, but none of our stories depend upon what happens to the quantity. And now suppose that for whatever reason, don't worry about why, suppose that there is an increase in the supply of foreign currency. At every possible price of foreign currency, there's now a greater quantity of foreign currency offered in exchange for dollars. The entire supply curve shifts to the right. Draw a second supply curve S2 to the right of your initial supply curve S1. The equilibrium price will fall to price P2. When there's an increase in the supply of foreign currency, that leads to a decrease in the price of foreign currency. Exactly the same conclusion we would have had we been looking at yogurt. The terminology, however, is a little different. When the price of yogurt goes up, we say yogurt has become more expensive. We don't talk about how far our dollar stretches in terms of buying yogurt. We don't say, oh, the price of yogurt went up. That made my dollar weaker vis-a-vis yogurt because I can't buy as much yogurt. No. When the price of yogurt goes up, we say the price of yogurt went up. Yogurt got more expensive. When we're talking about exchange rates, the terminology, that's where some difference comes in. When the price of foreign currency goes up, that is when we're giving up more dollars for each unit of foreign currency. Yes, the foreign currency is more expensive. The euro is more expensive. The yen is more expensive. But in terms of what's happening to our dollar, what we say is the dollar has depreciated. The dollar fell. The dollar is weaker because the dollar doesn't go as far. Actually, the same thing would be true for yogurt. If yogurt went up in price, my $5 bill or my $1 bill wouldn't go as far. I used to be able to go over to yogurt cart and get me a little mini of frozen yogurt with just $1 or $2 in my pocket, and now if I don't have, I think, $4 in my pocket, I can't get me. Ooh, that was a terrible sentence. I can't get me yogurt. Don't tell the English teacher I just said get me. There we go. The flip side, if there's a decrease in the price of foreign currency, fewer dollars being exchanged for foreign currency, the foreign currency just got cheaper. The terminology in terms of the dollar is the dollar appreciates, the dollar rose, the dollar is stronger because with the same number of dollars, we can now get more foreign currency and thereby more foreign stuff. So when the price of foreign currency goes down, our dollar goes further. Our dollar can buy more foreign stuff, and so we say the dollar has risen, the dollar is stronger, the dollar has appreciated. Quick review. Which match is correct? A, increase in the price of foreign currency, dollar rises. B, increase in the price of foreign currency, dollar is stronger. C, decrease in the price of foreign currency, dollar rises. D, decrease in the price of foreign currency, dollar falls. Or E, oh my God, is this on the midterm? Ah, yes. Indeedy-doo, indeedy-doo. 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Awesome. Good. All right. 90%. Get the happy face. Good job. All right. So now try this one. When the demand for foreign currency decreases and the supply of foreign currency increases, when both of those things happen at the same time, what's the result of that? So demand for foreign currency decreases, supply of foreign currency increases. The result is A, the dollar rises. B, the dollar falls. C, the dollar is unchanged. D, shouldn't this be about the price of foreign currency? Or E, I don't know. A, B, C, D, or E.